Hi there, I'm Han.
And I'm Kat, and we're Brews and Reviews.
Today's video we are going to talk about our favourite book series, just so you can get to know us a little bit better really, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you can see the kind of books we like to read.
Yeah. I'm just going to apologise now because I'm not going to be looking at Hannah very much in this video because the sun has decided it wants to blind me.
It's very beautiful today.
Yeah, it's lovely. So if I squint as well, that's why. So the first book I want to talk to you guys about is Legend by David Gemmell. The Draenei series is my all-time favourite series. I got into this book when I was really young. I say really young, 13's not that young, is it? But
well,
it's young for a heroic fantasy novel with like death and sex and stuff.
I struggle getting into them kind of books now.
Yeah. To be honest, one of the reasons I absolutely love this book is that one of the main characters is called Russ. He's a 60-year-old warrior who is just grumpy. He's a grumpy sort of an old man, but he's just so awesome. You would want him at your side if you were in any sort of fight, and I just love him. It's like I have this thing for old man characters.
Yeah.
Like Carl in Up, like the film. I just love grumpy old men. The reason that I really like the Draenei series in general is that there's a code of honour that's followed through in a lot of them. So it just gives that added element that you know the people in the book are honourable, you know that they have morals and they're going to stick to them. And even though some situations they're put in are completely horrendous and there's lots of killing and death and battles, but you know that deep down that they are good people and they're not going to do things that are evil, I guess.
So my favourite series, I'm going to start off with The Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare. Now, I love this is my ultimate favourite series ever. I am just so in love with the world, the characters, the way it's written, and you know, not just this one, but also the prequel, which is The Infernal Devices. Also, The Dark Artifices, which is the ones after The Mortal Instruments, and they are all just extremely fantastic. I really love how Cassandra Clare writes all the characters, you know, with the different diverse sexual orientations and just the way every single character can hold their own.
Yeah, I feel like her character style, and I mean I haven't read them all, right? But from the ones that I have read, I feel like her character styles are really prominent.
Yeah.
And like you learn to like them, and you get into all of their dialogue.
Yeah, and like they've all got a backstory, and I don't think she leaves anyone out. You know, they all are such a prominent part of all of the stories, which I think is really, you know,
I think the characters make those books, really.
Exactly. So with The Infernal Devices, I've got to say the way Cassandra Clare ends all of these series are just phenomenal, especially Infernal Devices. The end Clockwork Princess I was just an emotional wreck, basically. An emotional wreck. I mean, City of Bones as well, it was very good. I do think it could have been a little bit better, but still, you know, I can't fault it. I thought it was fantastic. With The Dark Artifices, the next one, which is Lord of the Shadows, is coming out very soon. I've pre-ordered it. That is how excited I am for it. And I can't wait to see now where this series is going. And I love how it also does link into, you know, The Infernal Devices and Mortal Instruments. I think the way she does it is very creative and imaginative, and you know, I just love the whole detail within the world. I would love to live in it. Yeah. Like, I think I just love it. Like, I think it's an absolutely brilliant world, brilliant series. The characters I just love.
The next series of books that I want to talk about are the K. Scarpetta series, the first of which is Postmortem, and not this book here, because I'd already packed it. Moving is hard. So this is, I think, book 4 in the series. Anyway, they're crime thrillers, and I just really love them. They're so easy to get into, and every story is interesting. I like Kay as a main character because she is intelligent, she's quite a strong woman. I tend to like the crimes and how they figure things out. how information is released to you throughout the book, so you can sort of guess, but you might not be able to actually figure out who the killer is. Sometimes they're just people out of the blue and you're like, what? How do you find that person? How did you do it? So yeah, I really enjoy that. Some of the technology in this book, in the earlier books, it's kind of outdated now, but I still think that the stories hold their own. It's just really good.
Another one of my favourite series is the Lunar Chronicles. This is one that I got for Christmas, didn't it?
Yeah.
This series.
Yeah.
And I really just enjoy them. This series is a YA fantasy series with sci-fi elements, and it's like a retelling of all the classics fairy tales, you know, like Cinderella, Little Red Riding Hood, Rapunzel and Snow White. And I really like the modern day twists in it because they feature, you know, cyborgs, androids, you know, they live on the moon, so there's moon colonists, and I think it's really diverse, and I just love how independent and strong-willed the characters are, and especially Captain Coswell-Thorne. He is my absolute favourite. I love him. So Cress, which is the one that he features in a lot, that is my favourite book of the whole series, and just all the characters are just brilliant, and the whole world, you know, there are some dark times in it and scary parts, and you don't really know what's going to go on, but you know, it all works out in the end, and it is a great series.
You have to be really careful with what you say, because I've not finished those yet. And they're like,
oh, actually, yeah.
Don't spoil it for me.
Yeah. So now we're going to talk about a few series that we both love, that we've both read, because a lot of them, you know, you've read some of the ones that I like, but I've actually read none of the ones that Kai likes.
I took much to my despair.
Yeah. But these series that are coming up are ones that we both read, we both absolutely love, so we just want to share them with you.
Yeah. So it's probably going to come as no surprise to anyone who's watched our last video, which we'll link down below, where last weekend we went on a Harry Potter bender.
Yes.
I'm wearing my Ravenclaw t-shirt right now.
Oh, and my Ravenclaw bracelet, because we are die-hard Ravenclaws.
We are indeed. We love Harry Potter. Who doesn't love Harry Potter?
Exactly. As children of the 90s, growing up, Harry Potter was an all-time favourite for everyone, I can guarantee, probably.
Yeah, it's like childhood.
Yeah,
right
it is. It is just, it sums it up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And I think as well, they're just a great entry into the reading world.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, they're so easy to read, and then I like as well how it does, the stories progress with the age of the characters, you know, it does start
grows up with you.
Yeah, which I found that I really enjoyed, because then it doesn't just stick with the more childish aspects.
Yeah, because the first two books are very childish.
Yeah.
And then the third to fifth books, they get more, you know, sort of just teen. And then the sixth and seventh ones, that they become, like, they deal with very adult themes, obviously, as I'm sure everyone watching this knows, because if you've not read Harry Potter, what are you doing with your lives?
Exactly. The next series we want to talk about is The Hunger Games. Such a popular series, you know, we love it. We're very obsessed, you know, we were ones where we went to the midnight viewing of all the films.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Multiple times. I think we went to see the first one 3 times in 24 hours.
Right, the shame. I feel the need to explain this. There were ticket mishaps. We only kind of wanted to see it twice, but we ended up with 3 different tickets. We watched it anyway, though.
We was complaining. But yeah, you know, we love them. They're really, really good.
Yeah. They